What do you do when your cleaning lady is still cleaning when your Airbnb guests arrive to check in? We're going to talk about that today. Now, over the last couple of months, we've been hit with an avalanche of Airbnb, vacation rental by owner, and short-term rental owner cleaning questions, which is fair because there are hundreds and thousands of homes that are being rented out now instead of hotel rooms across the country from independent homeowners who have an extra room in their house, and they're renting out these rooms to guests. So the people cleaning their houses have lots of cleaning questions, and now there's an Airbnb host who has hired a professional house cleaner to come do the turnover service. That's the cleaning between every guest. Now, when the new guests come to check in, the house cleaning lady is still there. And the host says, I want to be the only one that greets my new guests. I want them just to see this fabulous experience of my house. I don't want them to show up and there's a cleaning lady that's all hot and sweaty and she has all of her cleaning supplies and she's still, carrying out big loads of laundry and stuff. I don't want them to see that. How do I kick her out so that she's gone before my guests arrive? So that's a great question, and we're going to talk about that. The problem that we're running into, and this happens with a lot of house cleaners, they do not know how to manage their time. So if they're given a window, they say, I have the entire window to clean the house. And they're stretching out the job to last for the entire window. So what you need to do as the Airbnb host is shorten the window. So if you have guests checking in at 2 o'clock, she needs to be gone by 1:30. She needs to be gone with all of her cleaning supplies, her laundry, and be out the door before your guests arrive. So what happens is this, and I understand this from the house cleaner's perspective. She's trying to do the perfect job. And so if the guests don't come until 2, in her mind, she thinks I have until 2 to make this place perfect for the guests. And she's probably a people pleaser. And she's probably striving to make sure that the house is perfect for you so that you get higher ratings and reviews. Now, the reality is she could probably do the same amount of work by 1:30 if that was the cutoff time. So I don't know how early she starts. That part was unclear to me. But if she's given ample amount of time to do the job, she can still be out the door by 1:30. So it sounds like we need to recreate the boundaries with her and say, hey, listen, part of my production with the guest is that I greet them and you are not here. Nothing against you, but I don't want them to see the back end of the business, which is the cleaning supplies and the dirty laundry and stuff from the previous guests and us hauling out bags of trash. We want them to show up and just think, oh, the beginning of a spectacular vacation. And then they get to hang out at the house and it's beautiful and cozy and comfortable, and you've got the soft ambient lighting on, and then they meet this amazing host that's just freshly had a shower, has her hair done, is all happy to greet the guests, and hello, is there anything I can get you for your stay? And then give them a welcome packet and then be on her way so that the guests can enjoy this comfortable stay that they're going to have. So we need to change the whole branding of what you're doing. And there's no harm in sitting the house cleaner down and saying, I know you aim to please. And that's awesome, and I appreciate that so much. In order to up-level what we're giving our guests, I want to change the time on this. So is it possible that we can either adjust the time a little bit so that you are gone before they get here? And then have her understand that is part of the deal. And then if she agrees to that, that's great. But then there should also be some sort of a reward. If you are working with a person on a day-to-day basis, and I don't know if your Airbnb stays are limited by 1 night or 2 nights or 3 nights. I don't know what your limitations on the minimum stay. But if you're turning your place every day, or you're turning your place 3 or 4 times a week, you're going to be seeing your house cleaner a lot. And so as we see people a lot, there's this friendship that develops. And so we need to keep it very professional. Otherwise, it would be easy for her to filter in some chit chat and again, wasting time when really she needs to be off to the next job. Now, because of the Airbnb industry and because of the volatility of it, like sometimes we have 3 cleanings a week and sometimes we only have 1 based on the amount of guests that have booked. So it's possible that she has free time because she does not have another job to go to when she's done, because she can't schedule that in because she doesn't know what her hours with you are going to be that week. So you do run the risk of having somebody with nowhere to go. She's just going to go back home and kick around and watch TV. Why not hang out and visit with you? And the answer is no. You need that half-hour window so you can prep for your guests for that amazing introduction. So very quickly, all bets are off at 1:30. You need to be gone, out of the house, the chit-chat done, all that stuff done by 1:30 p.m. So we got to rush through the process, and I don't mean rush as in sloppy, because our business is predicated on ratings and reviews. So we got to make sure that we go slow enough that we can do a very detailed, thorough, amazing cleaning job and then bolt before the customers get there. Even if it means her going out the back door when they're coming, we want to make sure they never see a sight or a trace of her. Okay, so it's about setting boundaries and setting firm appreciation. So for every day that she gets out on time, there may be some small reward. And I'm not talking about something big, but maybe at the end of, let's say, 2 weeks, you say, you know, you were out the door every day by 1:30. I wanted to throw in an extra $20 tip. It's a little something that says I paid attention. And I'm not saying go overboard and buy extravagant, lavish gifts or set a precedent that you can't continue. But surprise constantly with little things that, hey, I noticed that you did everything exactly right this week. I just wanted to give you a little extra Amazon gift card or something like that. Something that just says, hey, she's paying attention. Because as a house cleaner, and we aim to please, we want to make sure that we spend an appropriate amount of time. There's something in the industry that's appropriate amount of time. Am I spending enough time at the house so they don't think I came in and in 15 minutes I was done and then I was gone? So she's probably trying to find that healthy balance of what is the appropriate amount of time I'm supposed to stay, the thorough amount of time so I don't overstay, and then how do I get out of here and still say hi to the host, which is you, so that you feel like, you know, you are still connected to me as a house cleaner and I'm doing a great job and all these things, but I still get out without ignoring you, right? So she's probably fighting this weird balance of how do I keep my host happy and do a great job at the same time and then be efficient and effective. So again, it all comes down to boundaries. So if she does a great job, catch her doing things right and then reward that behavior, because the behavior you reward is the behavior that is repeated. And we want to reward our partners who help us in the Airbnb industry and the VRBO industry because they're going to be with us for a long time. And if we do this right, it will not be a constant churn of house cleaners or managers or whoever your other industry partners are. If you do this right, you can keep the same people with you year in, year out because you are a constant business and you need their service on a regular basis. And we all know that there is no Airbnb industry without the cleaning, okay? It is an important, very crucial part of the business. So we got to make sure that we are still the managers of that person who's our industry partner. Alrighty, good luck with that. I hope that works, and please keep me posted because I want to hear the end of this story. I want to hear how this goes.